Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the tag we're actually making today. It's an oversized tag and you could stick a white panel on the back here to write your message. You can also stick to and from on the back here, or you can do whatever you like. But this is this gorgeous oversized tag. So let me show you how we're going to make this. I have a piece here of Whisper White, basic white, and this measures my standard mat of about 14.35 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And then I have a piece here as well of quarter sheet here of cherry cobbler. So that's literally an A4 sheet cut into a quarter. So let me show you how we're going to make this into a tag. And we're going to need a ruler, and I'm going to do this on the reverse side, then I can, you know, it won't show. And I'm going to make a mark 3 centimeters in on both sides, so that's going to be at 3 and at 7, just like that. And then I'm going to make another mark at 5 centimeters down on both sides, 5 centimeters, just like that. And then, just to show you that you can do this with your trimmer as well, you're going to cut just like that. Like that to make our tag. So I'm going to get my trimmer to do this. I think it'll be easier with that. And I'm just going to line that up. And if you really want, you don't need to rub out any lines because it's going to be all covered up. You're not going to see anything. Okay, that was on the reverse side, so we have a nice clean front side. Just like this. And let me show you the stamp set we're going to be using. It's Merriest Moments. And we're going to be using quite a few pieces here. These leaves here, and these berries, as well as the sentiment, a joyful Christmas, etc. And we're going to be stamping our background, and we're going to be using cherry cobbler ink and shaded spruce. Okay, so I've got all the stamp sets mounted on my block, so let's start off here. And we're just going to stamp whatever the fancy takes us, as I've said before. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Okay, so that's one. And we're going to go in a few little bits with a smaller flower. Make sure it's rolling top. Leaf, I should say. Yeah, enough is as good as a feast. So let's close up that ink pad, bring in our real red, and then I'm going to use, just take this off for a second, I'm going to use this really small one as my flower centers. Just like that. And then I'm actually going to give this a little clean because I can see myself sticking something in it. And not that coordinated, unfortunately. So let's stick these berries on top. And we're going to use these just as filler pieces. like that. Okay, give that a clean. I'm going to go back to that little one here. I just want to use these as the final filler. That I think is fine. Enough is as good as a feast, so give that a clean up. My block is dirty too, but anyway. Put that away. I'm just going to put these two stamps. That's what I do when I finish with stamps. I just put them on the stamp set like this until I'm ready to put everything away. So that's our background. So now we're just going to quickly stamp a sentiment. So cherry cobbler again, and just going to put this down. Just like that. Close this up for now, and bring in our trimmer so we can do some more. Well, firstly, let's stick this to this. So I'm going to use some Tombos and give me some wriggle room. And then we're going to line it up on 3 sides. You'll see what I mean. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, and then you're just going to bring this in and you're just going to trim this, and I'm just going to eyeball it. You can measure it. I'm just doing that. I think that looks fine. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Whopping Crocodile to put a hole in the top, and you can put this wherever you want. I'm going to use the smaller effort here, just to make a little hole there at the top. Okay, and now I shouldn't have put a trimmer away because we're going to need it again to cut out our sentiment. Again, you could use some dies for this. I'm just going for this freehand. I'm just going to take away this excess here. A little bit more to the bottom. I think this shows you don't have to be so, it'll still look great even though you haven't measured everything absolutely precisely. It will still come out looking good, so don't get too hung up about that. And then I've got a piece here of cherry cobbler that we're just going to mat this on. Just like this. I'm just going to actually cut this out with my scissors. Just like that. Okay, and then bring back our tag. And some dimensionals, and this time I'm going to use some of my edges to make my life easier. Just like this. and fill it in with some normal dimensionals. Perfect. And then take the backings off everything. Get those in the bin before they fly. And then we're just going to put this in the centre somewhere. That will do. And then I've got here some of the cherry cobbler ribbon, cherry cobbler and gold, and I've just wound it around another ribbon spool because there's not much left, and my cardboard bits, you know, these two bits here have come away, so I just did that to make my life a little bit easier if possible. So we are going to attempt a bow. If we can find the other loop, that is. Let's see, that should do. And we're just going to cut off, trim the tails like that. And I'm just going to feed that through here on my ribbon so it doesn't all come flying out. There we go. Okay, and now when we've got this out, we're going to use some of this twine, and this is from the Playful Pets combo pack, and we are just going to again make a knot here at the top, trim off some of that, and then try and feed this through a hole, and then that can be hung from our parcel. And then we're going to stick this down here with some glue dots. Just like that. And finishing touches, I have here some of these gilded gems. And we can use some of these just in a few places to bring that gold out into the rest of the project. Okay, so there are our two tags. I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please subscribe to future videos if you would like to. I would be much appreciated. If you want more information about this project, the supply list, all the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.